The Vergas Show is brought to you by Spanky Stone Hearth, casual fine dining on beautiful Rose Lake. Vergas State Bank, your locally owned community full-service bank. Vergas Event Center for gatherings large or small, including weddings. Vergas Liquor Store, where all the profits profit Vergas.
Make the right call. Call Hanson's, the most trusted name in plumbing and heating.
Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherry Hanson. Thank you for joining us today. I'm with Shannon Charpentier and Ron Franklin. Thank you guys. And as you can see behind us, we've got pickleball courts going, and it's so exciting to see the cars up here, to see people playing, and I don't know, little town of Vergas, I'm just really impressed with what's going on. I know that the efforts have been many, with many people, and I think, Shannon, I'm going to ask you to kind of tell us a little bit about what happened and how we got to this point.
It's been an exciting, I would say, couple years, year and a half, really, that we got started.
But that's not that long.
That's not that long. We are being told by so many people, pulling this off in a town of 350 people is, nothing short of amazing. So we got started, I guess, the crew. Sherry, you were helping us. Maria Sontag, Jill Shipman, Ron Franklin, and myself. And I don't know, I can't remember if we were sitting around having a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, but we said, why can't we? Yeah, it was one of the two, and many after that. But we said, why can't we do it? I think it was Ron Franklin. He is like a never say guy.
Yeah, he's your energizer.
And so we said, I don't know, why can't we do it? And so off we went, looking for donations, certainly looking for the blessing of the city, which we took a few proposals and some planning and some community input that we received, and we were off and running. So we're still not quite done fundraising, so I would sure like everybody to know about that. We're about 10,000 shy. So if you know anyone who's going to play pickleball here next summer, please put the word out for us. The donations are tax deductible, and we would just encourage everyone to just give a little bit, and every little bit helps.
Shannon, how do they, I know that, like you say, the fundraising is still going on, and that being said, the courts are playable. I mean, the courts
Absolutely.
are done, but we're still trying to, we've got to get some landscaping around them.
Yep.
We need to just have some other things, and so how do they go about if they want to give a donation, what do they do with that?
Well, they can give a donation at the city, and they can make their check out to the WCI West Central Initiative, and in the memo, just write pickleball court in Vergas. They can actually hand it to you or me or Ron or anyone, and we'll take care of it.
You see me on the street, just give me
money,
right?
If you see Sherry on the street, hand her $100. I mean, yesterday we played with some really fun people from around the lakes area, and they each gave me $100. And I think if we can get something like that, $100 from 40 people, and I mean, that's going to go a long way. So I guess we're excited. This year we finished these courts, and we can't be more thrilled. The quality of the courts, the nets, the fences, they're par with any pickleball court in any larger market, and I think that's something that we're really proud of.
That's awesome. Ron, I'm going to ask you to tell me a little bit about, obviously there's a lot of beginners out there not sure what to do, how to get into pickleball, and what do you guys have planned for that? As far as, do you have a group that's organizing all that? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, we do. We have a group on Tuesday night for the women that Shannon hosts, and I host the men on Wednesday night.
Okay.
The men that came, I asked them how come they're here, and they said their wives sent them here. But that's a good training time for beginners, and even if
all levels,
but they don't have to just come at night. I tell them they can come during the day. We're always there to help them. We're a very friendly group to work with.
What time of mornings do you guys usually show up here?
Most of the time it's 8:30 till noon. It seems that's the best time people play. They want to work out. And that's
now, Ron, do you play pickleball? I know you're a summer resident. I mean, you're a native Vergas person, but in the winters you go to Texas.
Yes.
How often do you play when you're down there?
I play quite often.
I think it's every day.
Well, it's my exercise routine.
It's great.
It's better than the gym. The gym's great, but in Texas you can play all year round, so that's really good. So yeah, we want everybody to come and feel comfortable because we can play. We're very friendly, and we work with you.
Like like Shannon said, getting courts in this small town, that you grew up in, what does that mean to you? How do you feel about that?
Oh, I just think it's a wonderful event, you know, and my dad had the Franklin Fence Company, and the owners now and us put some funds in to make the donations
the seed money to get this started.
Seed money, yeah.
Yes.
So
that's important.
And we're going to name it the Franklin Fence Company Pickleball Courts, and any company or people that want to give donations will have their sign with their name on.
Tell me a little bit about the sign that's going to go up and how people are going to know who actually sponsored.
Yes, we're going to have signage. Certainly the name of the courts, as Ron said, the Franklin Fence Pickleball Courts.
Fence Company.
Franklin Fence Company pickleball courts. But anyone who's given a donation will have categories, and to get a court, it was a $20,000 cost. But you can also share a court. So it could be 4 people that gave $5,000 or, you know, something like that. So we'll have signage in recognition of the names of everyone that have given, and then under 500 will just have their names as well. So we've got quite a list, and we're really, really grateful to all of the people, individuals and companies and organizations that have given to us. It's a big deal, and we can't thank them enough because we're here today playing.
Can I say one more thing? Yes, and the reason we got 4 courts, it's important to have more than one court, because you can have training, you can have competition.
You can have some tournaments if you want.
And tournaments,
right.
And maybe on one day a week we'll have a different type tournament, doubles and mixed groups.
I can see that happening like for Looney Days or different events and stuff. And then I think what's so important too is the pickleball courts are great for the people that are that physical activity. They're here. They're coming to town. What happens after they're done playing? What do you see happening?
Yes, and that's another feature of this. We've seen everybody go down to the restaurant to eat, or down to the Billy's Bar, or go to some of the establishments and buy things. So I think it's a real plus for the city, and we shared that with the community.
Right. I mean, just being able to have those people here in town, and of course they're going to go and they're going to be at some of our fun establishments. They're going to go into those shops and things. And so that's a win-win, isn't it, Shannon?
Yeah, it's so fun. It like you said, Sherry, it's physical, but it's also mental. And I think too, a lot of us are, over 60, just barely. And I think that that mental health and relation, with the camaraderie that we have with people, and we're having a lot of fun out here. So we sure hope you guys get out here and play.
Now, how do they get a hold of you if they want to be on a list of, okay, so if I would just show up and but I'm the only person here, it's not going to do any good. I mean,
right.
Do you have something that's in plan for that?
We've been doing some kind of primitive texting,
okay.
But what we're working on now, and actually Ron and a couple of the other people brought that to my attention yesterday. There's a scheduler. It's like an app that people use all over the country, and we're going to get into that so that people can actually get in tune with us more professionally, I guess, because now it's kind of primitive, or people will text me and are we playing, and
Sure.
So we're going to get our club together this winter. We're going to get some of the rules down and some of the things and lessons and things. We're going to get that all organized this winter.
And how about if you show up and you don't have a paddle?
Yep, we've got right now the group has purchased 8 paddles and a dozen balls, so there's usually always an extra paddle or 2. Certainly when we have the groups, the ladies' night, we had 24 ladies out here last Tuesday, and it was just an absolute hoot.
I love it. Well, I think, when I stop and listen to you guys and talking about it and being a part of it, it just absolutely shows what can happen when a group of people get together and say, wouldn't this be great for the city of Vergas? I know it took it has to go through all the channels and that, but it's just having that tenacity and having that want and will to be able to see it through. And this is absolute proof of that, because, there's plans, that the city park board has and of different things, and it just takes getting people together, maybe over a glass of wine, maybe over a cup of coffee, I don't know what it is, but to just talk about it.
Yep.
And then do the legwork.
And we placed it on the baseball field. They allowed us to do it. And I know they don't do a lot of baseball playing right now, but look at how this brings this area active.
It's great. It's not on the baseball field. It's in the parking area. So there's plenty of parking here, which you're going to be able to find. But Ron and Shannon and Maria and Jill, you guys just really knocked it out of the park here, and I'm hoping to get down and try it. And how late in the year? I suppose just with the temperature.
We'll keep going. We'll just keep going until we're freezing. Snowmobile suits, maybe.
Snowmobile suits. Well, yeah, maybe we could put hairy man suits on and do it with a hairy man, right? All right. Well, I appreciate you guys being here, and I appreciate all your efforts.
Thank you.
You have a good day in Vergas.